I just can't believe how dark it is now. So early.
Yeah.
Okay. We're live.
Yep. And I'm looking for you. There you are. Come on. And I'm looking for you. Volume off and share. Where's my share button? There we go.
Okay.
I am posted to my page.
Hopefully you'll get a few people.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my iPad up here because I wanted to see
there's
if I can see how I'm looking when I'm sideways.
Hi, Teresa. Welcome
in.
Hi. Let's see.
Oh, for goodness sake, Karry.
Thank you for sprinkling. We're always happy to see that.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes. Oh, there's Nikki. Hi, Nikki. How are you?
You're fine.
We're just going to say hello here for a few seconds. And then we'll go just to Karry. Anybody else? Well, how are you ladies doing? I am going to put Karry in solo, and I'm going off. Oh, you're still sick. Yuck. So sorry. Hey, Roxanne. Welcome in. Glad to see you guys here. Not bad. Just wimpy. You're being wimpy. It's okay. You be wimpy all you want. Thank you for sprinkling.
So the paper we're using today is really large.
Yeah.
So it's got all of these fun little pieces. I did cut out this one little section in the corner because when I was prepping my box, I liked it looked like lined paper, and I think this box will be cute to use as journal supplies. So what I've prepped is this cute little box. I took off all the hinges, so I'll screw it together later. I did paint it with folk art chalk paint in cashmere.
So Roxanne,
I painted it and I added the little lined paper on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
So I tried the crackle stuff that I had from Amazon, and it said to, because I was thinking, well, maybe when I used it the first time, I just crackled whatever I had and I didn't seal it first. It says to use this over a sealed surface. So I sealed it with Mod Podge, and then I used this crackle medium. Still nothing. It's nice and glossy, but it's not crackled. So I figured we can try putting some mica powder on it and see. I even like moved my brush, like swishing all over the place to see if that would do anything. And it's just nice and glossy. But the lid has a little indent. So this is white and this is cashmere. So we're going to add another piece of that paper to the inside of the lid. And I want the top to have this crown. So we're going to cut that out and put it inside the lid. And I'm going to move you guys down.
Okay. So Roxanne, who did you have to refollow, Karry or me? I swear Facebook is so weird. I noticed I lost a couple of people, but I don't know. Hey, Lisa, welcome in.
Hi, guys.
why? You know, it's like you gain a couple of people, then a couple of people leave. You're like, what the heck?
Okay, and this way I can watch my iPad and I don't have to try to look at my phone. So I have my mica powders out because I want to do something different that we haven't done on a live for a while. I'm hoping, because I want this to have a nice warm texture in here, or a warm shimmer. I'm going to dust this with some mica powder on the bottom, and I think we're going to go with coffee. Can you see it? So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit in here, move it around with a brush. And put that aside. You're fine, Fairbairn. So I just dumped some in here. And I'm just going to swish it around because we are going to do resin tonight. And I'm going to put a layer of epoxy resin in the bottom of this, as well as the top of my box. So I figured we'll just add a little bit of shimmer. And I didn't want it to be too cloudy. That's why I decided if I tried dusting it in here and not adding it straight to the resin. Okay. It's got a bunch of it in there, and I'll dump that out. But for the lid, let's grab our paper.
Roxanne says she had to refollow me today. Yeah, last week was you. And then she had to refollow Jamie also. What the heck is going on? And Facebook kicked Lisa and I off last night. We had to come back in again. We were still on YouTube, but not Facebook.
Okay. So we have less bulk to work with. We're just going to trim out these crowns. Just cut out the one that I want. And we're going to make it fit. Okay. So let's see. That'll be the top. I was trying to use cardstock on the inside of the box yesterday, and I could not for the life of me get the cardstock to work. Because it just was too fat, too bulky. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to use the same paper because you can score it easier and trim it. And cardstock was just, I could see too big of a space in there. And I really liked the paper I picked out too, but just was not functioning. So tissue paper it is. This stuff is really soft, so it'll work. So and I always cut out just out of the line, knowing that I can trim it. Again, if need be. Okay, that fits perfect. We just need to round out that. Round our little edge at the bottom. Okay, so it'll look like that. All right, let's just grab our Mod Podge. Get you out of there.
So I'm working on a tote bag, and I'm using that purple trim you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so nice.
I saw your picture. You were working on your jewelry. How is it coming out?
Yeah, so today was my first class, and so you get there's a lot of steps to it. So you pick out your stones. I did a turquoise, and it's sort of oval. They say the bigger you go, the easier it is. So it's sort of an oval stone, and then you have to get the bezel, the wire for the bezel to put around the stone.
Okay.
So you got to get that almost perfect around so that it meets. Then you have to solder that together, and then you have to lay the bottom to it, right? And then you have to solder that, and then you have to cut around it. So yeah, that's all as far as I got. I was running a little late from just cutting around that bottom layer. I forgot what they called it. It's so like when you have a stone, you have that bottom piece to it.
Yep.
Behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I had to do. I had to cut around it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was a workout. And it took me about 45 minutes.
Holy moly.
Let's see, Roxanne says she loves that lid. Isn't that pretty?
Okay, there's that. We'll give this a quick dry. And since I have some,
I love recycled papers.
they're
just not really big sellers, and I don't know why. I mean, they're really great for the price and because they're so big, but
yeah, more for furniture, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I just don't have a lot of people doing furniture. People are mainly crafting.
Well, I can't wait to show you what I have planned once I get moved over. All right, so I'm going to dust this with some more of that same coffee. I figured the cashmere was just a nice warmer base, but I wanted to warm it up with some mica powder because then I plan on spraying it outside as a top coat, because this has already been sealed and whatnot with the paint.
Yeah.
But then I can spray it later. Just use up what I had left in that paintbrush. But it just gives it some aged, some shimmery age. Just dab some more out of the box for the sides. Something different than dark wax, you know?
Yeah.
And that way it still has some shimmer to it, I'm hoping.
Nikki loves it.
But it's just aging it up a bit.
Yeah.
Into all those little wood grooves and whatnot. And then what I'm hoping will happen is my resin will pick up those little particles without detracting from the image, but making it, let me dump this out.
So, what's for dinner tonight, ladies? I haven't had dinner yet.
I have not either. And we're on the same timetable now.
Yeah. It was sort of weird, you know, because I'm coming upstairs. Well, I ran downstairs to get some ice so I can drink something. And my husband's like, hey, are you going to feed these dogs? So I was like, oh, shoot. Then I had to run and feed the dogs. And then I had to come back up here. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it is so dark. I had to turn the stair light on and so I wouldn't trip over myself.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is weird. I feel like I'm coming up here at midnight or something.
Okay. So we're going to get out our big old epoxy.
Whoa, that is. Let's see. Roxanne cooked baked chicken, rice, and green beans.
Nice.
That sounds good.
I'm just looking for my, where's my glove? They must have fallen. Oh, those are sponges. Where's my gloves? The thing. Oh well. Let's grab a glove. It's been a while since I've done epoxy. I do love it.
Yeah. Epoxy's like hit or miss for me.
Okay.
Okay, Nikki had chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and rolls. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Gee, that sounds delicious.
Okay. Let's get
You
ourselves
were like
prepped and ready.
working in the kitchen today.
Oh, I think I did this before. Ooh. And I hate doing that. Let's just.
Lisa. Oh, Teresa grilled barbecue. We grilled barbecue. Okay. And Lisa says she loves epoxy.
Okay. We are going to.
Leftovers for Nikki. Oh, yeah, but they're still good, right? So who's the leftover people here? I know, like, my son refuses to eat leftovers. But then my daughter-in-law, who he's married to, she loves to eat leftovers.
Mm.
Teresa said burgers. Oh, you grilled some burgers. It was good. Oh, yummy.
Oh, come out. Come out. I'm going to stand up. This is hurting my fingers.
It depends on what it is. Yeah. So, like some things get better when it sets, like spaghetti is always better the next day. Some soups are always better the next day.
Yeah.
Teresa loves leftovers. But then there's some things that you're like, no. Let me see. Can anybody think of those things that are not good? Oh, so Roxanne says she's only recently started eating leftovers. Yeah? Interesting. Lisa says, oh, yeah, spaghetti. Yep, it's always better the second day.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Just all the flavors marry, and it's just so good.
Okay, that was my part A.
Mac and cheese, yeah. But
I'm
there
not
are some things
really a fan of fries the next day.
Yeah, fries aren't good. To me, like any kind of like a steak, if you have leftover steak, it's really hard to get it really good the next day.
Mm-hmm. Because if you heat it up, then it's going to be overcooked or too dry or something.
Yeah. Nikki says Karry is allergic to tomatoes. Are you, Karry?
I am. Yep. I am. I still love it. I'll eat the pizza because I'm a pizza fiend. I love it. But it's an intestinal thing and I am sick. But I love lasagna is my favorite. I just love it.
Yeah, lasagna is good.
And I probably made too much, but that's all right. We'll find something else to make with it. And there we go. A little bit more of the B than my A, but not by much.
I'm still trying to think of what's not good as a leftover. I think tacos aren't very good leftovers.
And look at this fun little doohickey that I have. We need to do 3 minutes of mixing it up. I'll put my scale away.
Oh, Teresa says leftover gumbo is amazing. Wow.
Oh.
That sounds really good too. So it must be the same thing, just the flavors together. Fried potato.
To marinate together or something, yeah.
So Roxanne, you're saying fried potatoes aren't good, right? As a leftover? Because I've never had a good leftover.
I love potatoes.
I love fried potatoes too. But I think that's what she's saying because the next day it's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa poured 3 cups of epoxy today. Holy cow.
Wow. What were you making? A tray? Several trays?
Yes, yeah. I agree with you, Roxanne. They're just not good. But I love fried potatoes, but yeah, the next day just not the same. Cornbread. Now that you said that, I thought of cornbread warmed up the next day. Ugh. Not the same. Molds. Lisa was pouring molds.
Okay.
I know.
Watching the clock on my iPad, so I get my 3 minutes in. And I just use backwards and forwards of the arrows just to really mix it up. If you can see that.
She was pouring the fern and holly molds yesterday.
Ooh.
Wow. Hey, did you have that meeting today with that lady, Lisa? Oh, that was Nikki. Nikki was pouring that today. Oh, yesterday. Yesterday. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting way ahead of myself here.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, didn't you have something you were going to meet a lady with about? Nikki is working on her Santa peeking around the doorway. Oh, nice.
I'll just let this
So
get for a
I'm
second.
pouring molds too because I'm going to do like Christmas ornaments on Friday. So
Fun.
something I've never done before. I'm going to try. Okay, yeah, Lisa's a new vendor at the shop. Cool. Did you like the shop? Nikki is using some of the molds tonight. Sounds fun. Yep. Can't wait.
Okay. We'll grab a little popsicle stick. Okay, I'll leave that there and take off my yucky glove.
So that thing works pretty good.
It does. It's so nice. All right, so now we're going to add our epoxy into our box and on the top. Find the stick. I just want a little one. So I got a little stick. And then these will dry overnight. Let's do the bottom of this one. I'm curious to see. It's my coffee. It was really dark. It didn't do as much on here, but it really darkened up on the inside. So it's nice and warm. So we don't need much for either one really. Just a light little layer. We'll just start out little.
Okay, so the vendor place that Lisa's going to is 3 floors in an old brick schoolhouse. Wow. Love that. I love old buildings.
Mm-hmm. And we can use come on. All right. Just make sure it's all the way to all of my 4 edges. And then it'll level out when it's flat. But it's going to give you a nice glossy bottom. And then it won't ruin that paper. And we'll check on the bubbles here after it has time to sit. And now we'll add less is more just to start. And I'm just going to move it around. I've forgotten how much I love to add resin to my stuff.
It just makes everything so pretty.
It does. Gives such a nice finished, and that way, you know, if people do use it as a trinket box or put stuff on it, it doesn't jack up your paper.
Nikki says she watched where you can mist alcohol over the resin and the bubbles disappear.
Yep, you sure can. I just need to have a little spritzer. In this particular case, I could. I don't do that on trays because I have usually so much other things going on and I don't want to spray everything. So like with my UV resin and stuff, I won't use alcohol for that because I'm not putting resin on everything. But in this particular case, since the whole thing is covered, excuse me, alcohol would be great. I just don't have a spritzer bottle yet for that. But I do love it. But I've done my coasters and I'll use when I'm over at Jessica and we do our molds, our silicone molds or our coaster molds, anything with our silicone molds, yeah. I'll just continue to come by and spritz them with alcohol and pop any bubbles. Perfect. Just need to see any bubbles right here. So,
Okay, Lisa says, small tip, wood is porous, it adds bubbles to your epoxy. Use a silicone spoon that you can pull the dried epoxy off of.
what does what?
She said because the wood is porous,
Mm-hmm.
it adds bubbles. So when you use a popsicle stick, so she said use like a silicone spoon.
Oh, you mean with like my stick? To
Yeah.
add more? I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I do have a silicone stick somewhere in my bowl.
Yeah. Nikki says she's just learning to pour flat surfaces. Yeah.
But these should be okay with just being on the, like maybe along the edge or something where it's touching the wood. I'll watch for that. But at least the bottom with being covered in paper, it shouldn't be. I'm kind of bummed with the bottom of my box only because the lines that I wanted are gone. It's really pretty. It's just a coffee shimmer, but my lines disappeared with my paper. So now it just looks like, I don't know. I can see some lines, but not the whole thing. It doesn't look like lined paper anymore. So it's a trial and error that particular like it didn't not cover my whole image on this one, but it did on the bottom. So I don't know.
Huh.
But that's okay. It still looks nice and shimmery with that coffee bottom. It looks nice and warm. And then that'll hang out.
Lisa says she was an epoxy artist for 9 years. Wow. You must know a lot then.
Mm-hmm.
9 years. Like, what kind of things did you do, Lisa?
That's amazing.
Yeah. What is an epoxy artist? Tell us that first.
All right. I'll set this aside for the time being to dry. And since we're not going to waste this, let me just grab a mold to pour this in. Look how fair. Give me just a minute and I'll grab something, put it in. Let's see, what kind of coaster do we want to make today?
Lisa says you can add a fun effect with a drop of liquid gold and blow it around. Okay, she did trays, geodes, coasters, covered art, etc. Wow, Lisa. I'll wait for you to get back.
I'm right here. I'm just looking at a mold.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do one of my fun knives. I've got these horror character knives.
Oh. Well, Lisa says you could add a fun effect with a drop of liquid gold and blow it around.
I can drop liquid gold into my epoxy and move it around.
I don't know if the epoxy or the
blow
mold.
it around. Oh, like on your resin and then blow it around? Wow, really? That's fun. Let me get the fuzz out of here. We'll just fill this with the color and we'll fill up one of these little knives. I'll probably make I don't know who this is. I've got Michael Myers, Ghostface, and I don't know who that's supposed to be. I don't know horror characters well enough to know who the machete guy is, but it's got a face. I don't know who that's supposed to be.
Does he have a mask on his mouth?
It's something where he's got like, I don't know, does Freddy use one of those? Like Freddy uses a claw, but this he looks like he's got stitches or something all over his face.
Oh, Frankenstein?
Maybe. I don't know, but I think I'll do Michael Myers because that's who Tyler's favorite is. So let's see, what color do we want to use for him?
Okay, she says in epoxy, small drops.
Okay.
And let's do an epoxy next week or two. Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do a blue. Let's do a brilliant blue just because. I haven't even opened this one yet. We'll just add some. I'm going to add mica powder, right? Just dump a little into here.
Nikki says that's a wild mold. It sure is. So we got sad news, you guys. I'm just letting you know that Karry's going to be gone the rest of the month. She's got a lot of things going on this month, so we won't see her back until December sometime.
Probably the second week of December is when I hope to have my craft room ready to go.
Oh.
So look at how pretty.
You're going to be missed.
I love it. You'll still see me live. I'll do a live from the vendor event next week. And you'll get to see all of my creations again, all in one spot. And hopefully I sell a lot.
Yes. We're all praying. Especially everything you did that was from my store. I want you
Oh,
so
for sure. The majority of my stuff is VFlex, to be honest.
yeah. Nikki says, okay, I'll try not to sulk.
Oh, you'll still see me live and get to share my live so everyone can see what I'm selling and what I make, and you'll get to see some oldies and goodies from my previous creations and all in one place.
Yeah, Teresa says, Karry will be missed. Yes.
Right. But I look forward to showing you something that I have planned for a bigger project and being able to do it in a bigger space. So you'll be able to see what I do. Because I no longer want to use this particular desk as my craft desk. It just doesn't work. I'm using it because it's what I have, and we always just use what we have. But I did get a cute little desk, and but it's just flat and rectangle. So I want to use one of my large VFlex papers on my desk, and it came with a piece of glass, so you'll get to see it, and I'll be able to wipe my desk clean. So instead of just having my roundabout that I want to redo, my desk will have a design, is my plan.
Well, nice. That's going to be exciting.
I think
Nikki,
so. I think we'll
Nikki
just
says
order it.
she's excited for you to move and for your events. Yeah.
Looks like I had enough to do all three of these. You never really know how far epoxy will go, really.
I know. I love that color, that blue.
It is really pretty. It's like an ocean blue, and come out wherever you are.
Nikki says, exciting times. She's so happy for you and Adam and, of course, Bear.
Thank you. All right, we did not waste any of our epoxy. I can take my glove off. My hands are sweating. And we'll and then what I did with these last year was just take a tiny drill bit, and I drill a hole in the end of the knife blocks or knife handles. And then I'll be able to put a hook in there. And I gave them to my son for a Christmas ornament because my sons like their horror movies. So yeah, that was my project. But this I think is going to turn out really great, my little box.
Oh,
And then once this is dry, I will add all of my hinges back on there.
Yeah, let's see. Nikki said she's finished her project. I'll accept the mold placements. She has two options. She'll post them on her page, and we can all tell her what we think. Yeah, there we go. We will be glad to tell you.
Yeah.
Well, Karry, you're gonna be missed. But
well, you guys, you're still gonna see me. I just can't. I gotta pack up my craft room. It's time. But
what kind of job that is.
But you'll still see my live, so You'll still see my face, and you'll still see my stuff. I'll be doing a picture and reel tonight of the mouse that I did last week. So that one I added some stickles to last night because I think he needed some sparkles. We'll show you him. So I added stickles to his hat, his vest, and his shirt.
He's so cute.
So watch for my pictures and reels of that guy. I did the wine bottle already. So you'll still see me. I'll still keep my page going, but I gotta bust out some work around here.
Yeah, it's understandable. Well, that was a great project. Can't wait to see the final when you get that all done.
Yeah, this will be it'll take tomorrow to dry. So tomorrow night, I think I touched epoxy on my paper. That's all right. I'll just move that over here. Because I'm getting this paper is so big.
I know.
I'll just let it sit here and dry.
Teresa says
So
that
yeah,
was adorable. Nikki loves it.
I'm so glad.
Okay, well, let me come back just so I could say bye to everybody. Just so glad you guys joined us.
You guys have a
And
great night.
I will be back. I will be here on Friday.
Okay.
I think it's 3 p.m. my time, which is Mountain. I think that's what I did. I don't know if it was 3 or 4, but it's one of those.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys Friday, and you all have a good night and a great Thursday.
Yes. We'll see you Friday.
Okay. Bye, ladies.
Bye.